Yes, my people, do the right thing. Cutting edge. You understand? Like, share, and subscribe. Pay attention. World is falling apart.
Tagwan.
Cicero once wrote, the poor man.
Cicero, I will call it Cicero. We call it Cicero, but it's a man who have enough argument, as I would say. So I'm going to play what I'm argument. Listen to this.
Cicero once wrote, the poor man works non-stop. The rich man lives off the poor man's labor. The soldier protects. The banker robs all four. The lawyer twists the truth for all five. The doctor sends a bill to all six. The criminal terrifies all seven. And the politician, he lives like a king off all eight. Written in 43 BC. Sounds like it was posted this morning.
43 BC was when that saying was written. 43 BC. That, you know what BC mean? Them say before Christ. We say no, BC is before the common era. We don't say BC again. Just like how we don't say AD again. You know, see it. But BC, according to them, is before Christ. This man says something away. Listen it again.
Cicero once wrote, the poor man works non-stop. The rich man lives off the poor man's labor. The soldier protects them both. The taxpayer foots the bill for all three. The banker robs all four. The lawyer twists the truth for all five. The doctor sends a bill to all six. The criminal terrifies all seven. And the politician, he lives like a king off all eight. Written in 43 BC. Sounds like it was posted this morning.
Yes. I wonder if you have a break or so, no? Is the main culprit. After you go through the criminal, the liar, the scammer, all of them, it end up that the politician is the one where create problems for all of the one them we mentioned. I wonder if you agree with it. Because I miss out something this way, you know. I miss out the preacher. You miss out the preacher. I know we can't live out the preacher because we feel say the preacher is the most destructive person in the society now. As it relates to the people, their mind and the people, them awakening. So would I put all the preacher in it too? But we see where a whole heap of people are wake up. Yeah. We see a whole heap of people are wake up. Yet you see a whole heap of people are slumber. Because the society stay away such that it's very difficult for you carve a sense of realistic approach to life other than where them guide you through. Because them a guide us through the den of, we mentioned that they hate people them and the tradition become the hate to a person. Because look back on you now. Them have a case of go on with Royal Reed. Yes, some have a case with him wife, the helper. May I tell you, it is alleged that him open bank account using him helper and then take the book from her and the card and draw the money. Now them they are court and it's a long time we are here and I wonder when this thing will happen. Well, we see it go on, you know. So, we know Jamaican people are watching the one carefully, you know. Yeah, them are watch it carefully. Because it's a long time we have to wait. I want to that case there. Or we not hear about that case there. Well, we hear about it now. And it are going at the court them now. Royal Reed, he was a principal at Jamaica College, Caribbean, the maritime school out of Palisades Road there. And a minister, politician too. Now left out a part there, because that is where Cicero talk about there. These people is so terrible. If I hear them say man to man is so unjust, you don't know who to trust. You know, you can't trust certain people, you know, but never trust a politician. And Bob Marley say, never trust a politician to grant you no favor, because he will always want to control you forever. That is what Bob Marley say. I will totally agree with it. Because while you can look and say, yes, how you doing? Yeah, I hear you. But it's when you start to get close, you realize the whole of them are the same thing. Yeah, the whole of them. Even though it make it sound like them have the people at heart. Them do have the people at heart, man. Do have the people at heart. And over the past, today our Wednesday, from last week, I left the program. Thursday, I left the program. Up to today, I realized that, boy, the politicians, them not ready at all. Boy. I tell you, them have the people, them are laga. And I walk behind them. And I run behind them. And I think on them. But it's a different breed of people. I tell you, different breed of people. The problem is that most of them profess Christianity and them are the liars that people you can't find. Them lie to them own politicians, them in the house. And them lie to the people that when them come out of the house. Some serious people, yeah man, them talk some things where them don't make the normal people them hear it, you know. But it's when them amongst themselves, oh gosh man, it's when them talk to one another, you don't never know so these people care. I say them care for the masses of the people them. Them want you vote, and when you vote, you like an idiot feel say certain things are going to go on for you, and then you come back on a ball and a quarrel, and I talk about you vote for this and you vote for that. Well, look where the thing go. Look where the thing reach now. Look where the thing reach now. Jamaica was overrun by the English pirates. Listen to me, I say, you know, Jamaica was overrun by the English pirates to the point where the English and the Spaniards them fight for this little piece of rock or so. Them fight for it. One time one did have it and the next one fight and take it back and the next one fight. The only reason why we don't talk Spanish is because the English fight out the Spaniard them out of it. And them go control Cuba. And then the next set of them now, the French, them go control Haiti. No. Port Royal. When I grew up in a school, them tell I say, in a history class, Port Royal was one of the wickedest places on earth. I would tend for one think that way they still. We tend for one think that way they still, you know. Say Port Royal, the wickedest place on earth. Not Port Royal, Jamaica. But when I hear youth, I hear them say Port Royal was the wickedest place on earth. Why? Because these thieves from England used to come to Port Royal with all of them, because them used to have fight. Them used to fight on the sea, them, you know, the Caribbean Sea and them places, you know. Rob ships, we are come on this and rob ship. Take away them gold, take away them woman, them take away all sort of thing. Kill who them for kill. Them go up on the west coast of Africa, take away them for take. Kill who them for kill, throw people off a board and go claim insurance with it. Port Royal, them say, was one of the wickedest places on earth. Port Royal was where a whole heap of these so-called king's men, I should have called say queen's men, used to gather up themselves, have a wonderful time, and go back to them thievery and robbery upon the sea. Port Royal. There's a place out of Port Royal named Morgan Harbour. Now, well, for one might not know who is Morgan, no matter about. There's a man named Henry Morgan. Sir Henry Morgan. One of the biggest criminal and thief where England did have upon the high seas. Henry Morgan, Sir Henry Morgan. He was one of the first governor of Jamaica. One of the first governors of Jamaica, Henry Morgan. Henry Morgan was the man in Jamaica for the British Crown. And he was very, very wicked. But them teach you about Henry Morgan in a school. Them teach you about Henry Morgan in a school. Them teach you about Port Royal. Them teach you about Port Royal, and we I say, in a school, we say, what? Yeah. Would I love see movies about the pirates. So them come with some movie with pirates tonight, and even meant, as a matter of fact, one of the biggest one was shot in Jamaica too. And them come and them show you the glory and the glamour of the pirates. But round the corner, they make Jamaica become one of the wickedest places on earth with where them did go on with in a Port Royal. And it is written in the history books what took place in Port Royal when these criminals and pirates land upon the shores of Jamaica. What they did, the madness that used to go on in a Port Royal by these so-called pirates, buccaneers. No, after years, and we as African people was brought here by these same people. Them bring we come here so and enslave our ancestors, our foreparents, kill them, chop off them head, do all sorts of things with the woman, them rape them, sodomize them. Yeah, them sodomize all the woman them too. And now, when we fight to leg ourselves off of the shackles and the chains of these guys, the people them who for ancestors dead, for we now come here so, come live a certain kind of life. Some of the same people them who them mother and them papa, great grandfather and grandmother come here so and get picnic for them and live here so as well them now called Jamaican. These bossy slaves, these niggers, these roast bread fruit, come and tell we now say, we must celebrate. Anybody here? They must celebrate. Pirates, buccaneers, the thieves and the criminals who instigating this. Black people are instigate that in a Jamaica. Yes. You think say you go to England and hear white people celebrate Taki, celebrate Sam Sharp. Black people have to take up that pan them head to celebrate those man. Sam Sharp, Taki, Nani, and whosoever else we recognize as freedom fighters that get us out of some of the chain them, because we not fully come out of the chain them yet. We come now and hear say some of these Negroes, these roast bread fruit, are going to celebrate in a Port Royal. The pirates, the connection between England and Jamaica is the pirates. Because all of them is pirates. All Victoria, Queen Victoria, where them name Victoria Park after, them change the name now. Victoria Pier, we should have changed the name that too. Because I don't see how them change Victoria Park name and not change Victoria Pier name. To the point even when Marcus Garvey landed Jamaica after them, hold him for 5 years in America and deport him. A Victoria Pier come off. Now, Victoria Pier carry the name of Queen Victoria. To them have a statue of Victoria Pier. And that Victoria Pier have a statue of Queen Victoria, sorry. She have them a statue of Queen Victoria. Now, me ask black people in Jamaica now. You don't see that funny? That this government here, this black government, this African people government is going to, hey, so we don't know, they're going to dress up like pirates in a Port Royal. In this celebration, this upcoming pending celebration, will they be having black people running up and down going on like them as pirates? Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. It's really that them about do. I don't ever want to think about it. I don't ever want to think about it. Oh, you see them three names that they mentioned. Marco Polo. Go east. Marco Polo was an Italian. Marco Polo was an Italian. Christopher Columbus, who come west. Christopher Columbus was an Italian. Come from Genoa, in Italy. Now, all of them people there end up in another people land. All of them end up in a people land. As a matter of fact, it is said that is Marco Polo ship after fighting a war, dead bodies, and it become like a nuisance to rat them and them thing there. Somebody rat them end up on the boat them we go down there, along the east there. We are talking about near China and all them places there. And it's that bring the, what them call it, bubonic plague in Europe. We kill 3/4 European population. We don't want to go back in our history, go see it. European history me I talk about now. 3/4 of the population of Europe dead from this black plague according to them. And Marco Polo was a pirate. Because when them go and see the Chinese them have this thing where them call powder, where blow up things, them turn it in a gunpowder and start to use it in a gun. Henry Morgan, may I tell you, man, it bleed my heart, Rasta. It bleed my heart for no say we fight so much to liberate yourself and then come and mimic the thieves and the murderer them. We rob way of our dignity. And now we are mimic them. We are mimic pirates, Rasta. At least going to mimic pirates. We're setting up festivals and this and that. For go to Port Royal, go mimic the pirate them. I bet you any one of them are going to have some little picnic with just up like pirate. No, Rasta. Hey, all out some man name. I know a whole heap on the door, connect nothing. Where I say with nothing where gone by history, you know. You see that brother named John Hawkins. John Hawkins was the man who get a ship from Queen Victoria named the SS Jesus of Rubeck. And Jesus, them call the ship, you know. And when we just start side Rasta, you know, I mean, you Rasta them and say, Jesus bring them on here. I wonder what them are talk about. And then I come realize about a ship did really name Jesus. The Rasta man them didn't know what them are say. Say Jesus bring them on here. And up to now, Jesus and make them stay on here with another kind of thinking. So why them did have a ship named Jesus we bring on here? Them give another thing named Christian Jesus. We have we Astiania and I enslave ourselves now. What a thing. Figure it out. Because the meek are going to inherit the earth. You want it to play like that? If we're going to inherit the earth, if we're going to heaven, then hold on the run can heaven. Hold on the run can heaven. The earth is fair one. And all the fullness in it. So, when the run go heaven and go on. But it's a terrible thing. These people bring down power. That's why I play the one about all the pirates, all the politicians, them control everyone, you know. The C0 speech there, where long before Christ, he make that speech there, you know, and it's still relevant today. We're going to take a break and come forward. Break time. We are coming at a different farm now. We are guide the people them towards a history where a white people supposed to celebrate that. I don't business if it's Jamaica. They must celebrate and I say Jamaica. What is it that is important in the pirate time in a Port Royal that we should now celebrate it? What is it we're celebrating? That is what Jamaican people must ask and find out from them leaders. When you say you celebrate Port Royal, what is it that happened in Port Royal that you should be celebrating? What happened in Port Royal help sustain we as a people, help give clarity in our consciousness as a people. Because if you celebrate something, it must have sense. Or it must make sense to you. You must can see some kind of benefit out of that celebration, where the benefit is that there's something that happened in history that is so connected to us as a people. We should be celebrating. But I don't say what we are celebrate. Henry Morgan come on and do what him do. All the pirates them and the buccaneers them come on and do what them do. Whenever you hear about a brother named Cinque, when you hear about a brother named Cinque, we're going to take the break and come forward. Cinque, break down. Because that's African who them take from Africa and I bring him come on here and him have a mutiny upon the ship. Kill a whole heap of white people upon the ship and a whole heap of African were they upon the ship dead with him too. But him eventually reach on a them part of the world in America. And then they have some people where they have fight for the end of slavery. According to them church people, them say it was evil. So them they have fight the cause for it. Anyway, after a while, Cinque win the case against the American government. Him carry go to Supreme Court, and what happened is that him end up I go back to Africa. Yes, I think a Sierra Leone. That's why you have a big Jamaican group of people who take hold in a Sierra Leone. Well, these people don't even know about Cinque. That here is a man who overcome the pirates, not only physically on the boat, but end up in a court. A white man fight the case for him, and him put words in the white man's mouth and win the case. They have a book named Cinque. Yeah, Cinque, yeah. Now this man should be celebrated because he fight the pirates them, both physically and mentally, and win. And him and him bridging them and his hoofs over the woman them there, end up go back to Africa. Because them say never come from Africa when them take him, and them have some law there where govern the thing. But him win. Now, as me I say, most people don't know about Cinque. You will never hear a white man celebrate Sam Sharp. How the hell we are celebrate Henry Morgan? I call all the place Morgan Harbor. What the hell is wrong with these black people? What wrong we don't know? We don't know who was Henry Morgan. We don't know who was Henry Morgan. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Long before.
See them don't understand where I go on. Both the slave, that we call them. With anything will look like pirates outfit, say, them are going to take part in it. Tell them, say, them sick, them can't go. Don't make them take your picnic. and go walla walla in some crazy thing, both them a celebrate Henry Morgan and all the mad pirate them will come on here, so come kill and murder all themselves too. Them people used to cut out man heart, you know. I know me say that, you know, for them book I say it. Cut out them heart. When them drunk, them do anything. Not to mention what them do with the woman, them. Terrible thing. And I know some big university man we are talking about I write songs. And some man will sit down in the dirt. Most of them are some dirty rasta. Sit down in the dirt and philosophize to become philosophers of great understanding of life and what life supposed to mean. Serious thing. We stand as a witness to that. Yes. Serious time that. And we are trying to bring back 1492 with Columbus and him friend them spirit, invoking the spirit in the African people them who is domiciled on these farmer slave plantation island called Jamaica. Why is it? Why is it that we are chasing after these ghosts? Why is it we're chasing after the ghosts? We're chasing after the ghosts of Morgan, of Hawkins, of Marco Polo. I mean, if I sit down and remember them, I'll call them out and them unstop call for the rest of the night. Yeah, man. We need to wake up, and we can't make these bossy slaves who sit down in a parliament lead with blindly half of the mountainside, half of the cliff edge. Because that is where really are going. We are being led on the cliff. We're going to take a break because it's 12 o'clock and come forward, break time. And I reflect on this, the Kobosi slave. We are bring back the ghost of Morgan, the pirate, you know, and all of these people who enslaved we. That today we have to search a way out of this dark tunnel. We are searching the light at the end of the tunnel. And instead of these people guide me and protect me through the tunnel, it's like they might make it more darker. Yes, they make it more darker. And we know if you pop and weave. Pop and weave around the whole thing. And make it look like, say, we are idiot. Where we are deal with them thing they far. Then how them a deal with it? Them a glamorize it. When we talk about it here, them a say, African, when we talk about African, this African, that here, them a say, them think they got a long time. Then how them a celebrate the coming of these thieves and crooks and robbers in a Jamaica? How them a going to celebrate it? What is it that happened in a Port Royal that we must celebrate it? Tell me that. What is it that happened in a Port Royal that Jamaican people should celebrate? You don't see them carry down the cliff. Right down in the cliff, them carry away. And we can't really see it because them put things over our eye. Them put things over our eye, that's what we can't see. And we can't have ear neither. Because them put cover our ears too. What is it? What is it that they are doing to the people of Jamaica? And the people of Jamaica just a go on like nothing happen. And you see things happening, you know. Every day things happen. Every day things happen. And we go and play about that brother where we just play. Yes. Cicero. I saw them problems in him. We go and play him back because a whole heap of people never hear about that man. Long time man from before Christ and all them people there did create. From before them create them Christ business. Jesus. The man that did live. And I say things that we can come now and behold that what they were saying is true. So even them days there, man recognized in a philosophical way that these people, these crooks and general, these puppets is walking around like them intelligent and educated, but them is so-called educated fool. Yes, educated fool. Because if them never educated foolishly, they would see them weirdness. It will show them up in the mirror and make them realize, say, no, but why we really celebrate this thing here? Why?
Cicero once wrote, "The poor man works non-stop. The rich man lives off the poor man's labor. The soldier protects them both. The taxpayer foots the bill for all three. The banker robs all four. The lawyer twists the truth for all five. The doctor sends a bill to all six. The criminal terrifies all seven. And the politician, he lives like a king off all eight." Written in 43 BC. Sounds like it was posted this morning.
Appreciate the level of education they gotta give us freely, especially when you know the government pressure people for school fee. Yeah, man, I really appreciate. But never hear mention, well, William Lynch. No, I want to go up the Mississippi River. What name?
Willie Lynch.
Willie Lynch. When I go up the Mississippi River, him saw black people, all them, I string up black people, and I say, what a waste. You saw them deal with us now, Muta. But Muta, these guys, no Muta, I'm going to tell you, it's like how we know about the corruption, and them find a different way for rob by bringing in the project them. And you see who we elect, and them around Jamaica, you know. The disparate thing I benefit other people, and them have the audacity for really I bring it to us and I step it to come promote it. Because a white boy now celebrate Marcus Garvey. The Jews will never celebrate Hitler. Why is it everything I just a push down poor black people throat, so? The Jews will never celebrate Hitler, Mota.
What am I celebrating for? After I'm killed 6 million of them.
But look much million people, German, whatever, kill Africa too. And a lot of people don't hear about, don't know about it.
Belgium, 10 million.
Right. And them celebrate that, but you never hear them mention how much million black people died down there.
Well, them now mention it, now we have to mention it.
Exactly, I'm going to tell you, these puppet down there, Mr. Muta, them create this so-called independence and I say, all right, couple black people, 2 million, 60 people run the country and just benefit alone. That's all them do, Muta. Politicians do not have sense, Muta. Them have sense of them outer power. And them inner power, and go one focus, Muta. One focus. You travel upon the street, Muta. The filth, the sewage water, the bad road, Look past Stony before my place are flowing. The filth we live in. And I say, these guys are collect millions of dollars and we have inspector, you have one all the garden every day, almost every time in compound, JSPFM with them pretty top. You tell us to solve the problem, boss man. That's why you're there. The road are dirty. These people are saying the place dirty. So your job as a manager is to implement or improvise things to clean the street. When that one has the case, say, see these guys, the place is clean. The place dirty, Mutan. That's the mindset of the people. The youth are on cross road, car licking down. So we just get a video here. Woman are walk from in a middle of the road. What is happening in the country? The police put on magazine per man's seat and two just take up on the magazine, put in their pocket. What is happening in our country? And these universities were so highly intelligent, not guiding the people in Muta, just money. And I talk about pirate, want to loot and exploit for people and get rotten rich and own alone for walk Gold Street and live in a Paris and we still I live in a squalor. What Muta? And the white people, them are push it upon them, the tourists, whatever. And them have before you run on the people, them, you come more pirate week. Muta, come on, pirate. Long life and I was still knowing about $3 trillion alone on Muta.
No, we're not hearing about it. So hear about it though. So hear about
just
it.
like them, I read. I got quote and I laugh. I put up 4 things about 4 turns. Like him know him I get to it.
He might go a court.
Still, you know about $4 trillion and $1 billion. Long life, Muta.
All right, blessed.
Good night, yeah, man. Cool.
Blessed. Yes, because if I have time to play this, no, I don't have no time. Because the time they pan way. But we're going to play it after that. Because certain things must be heard. And nobody else now going to do it, so I have to do it. Yes, I have to do it. Because we're going to repeat it again, you know. Mothers and fathers, the Jamaican government, I'm going to say, is going to celebrate Port Royal and include these thieves and robbers, murderers, like Henry Morgan and these people, these pirates who came to Jamaica and make Jamaica be the wickedest place on earth, according to what I read in my history book them when I was going to school. It's not I make up that. They are going to have your children them behaving like idiots. They might also want them to wear pirate outfits and dress up like pirate with all patrol, with all patrol over them one eye. I'm going to take a break, you know, I'm going to take a break. Break time.
Yes, Muta.
Blessed man.
Blessed love. You see this whole Port Royal thing now? This is just a little tourist trap now. Just a little tourist trap because they want to bring cruise to come at Port Royal. And they want to use that now to entice the tourists them. But all that I go do is teach the young people. It's a pirate thing, you know. So the young people them say, all right, we're a pirate, we're going to rob them tourists.
You think of that
happen?
You think of that happen?
Huh?
You think of that happen? So the youth them are going to rob the tourists them?
But you teach them to be pirate?
But a long time them I teach them that. A long time I'll me them teach that. I'll me them that teach that too.
Anyhow, you want more to talk to you about now. The reparations thing. We need to start to get the people involved in it now. We can't just leave it to the big guys them. You understand? Because I'm sure half of Jamaica don't know what reparations is all about.
Yeah.
You understand? And we're getting international support now, Pete. So we need to bring it to the people. You understand me?
Yeah, but I say half of Jamaican people do every business about that. No one know about that.
But you see, when them hear a trillion pound, them will get interested. You understand? When them hear a trillion pound, them will get interested. Now you what now? You have some lawyer been working on it for years.
Of course.
And we don't want all of that going vain because the people them in Brussels say we're entitled to it.
It's not going vain, man. It's not going vain.
I hope not.
No, man, it's not going vain, Rasta. It's not going vain. Trust me, it's not going vain.
Because you see them a push for this republic thing, you know. Which I don't have no problem with, but I want to collect the money first.
Why you want to collect the money first?
It's not even money, you know. It's not hold on. You see, if we leave to become a republic, it's going to be a little bit harder to get that money.
Yeah, but that not negate what it happen.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. But it kind of takes away from the obligation to deliver.
Virgin, I can tell you the truth. Them people don't feel obligated about nothing. A pressure will happen, make it happen, you know, pressure. And them are going to get soft and thing and do it, you know. A pressure, we have to pressure them.
That is what I'm saying.
So
we have to pressure
need more
them.
pressure. But I say we need more pressure. But
you and I have to keep the people informed.
well, that's what I do.
And that's what I have to do. Anyhow, nice talking to you, my brother. But we just want to keep it on the front burner, you know?
Of course.
All right, my brother.
Some of them start dish out some money already, still, you know.
In Jamaica?
No. The people that voted that do the wickedness in England.
Yeah.
Like University of Glasgow.
Yeah, I know them give UWI some money.
Yeah, and you have others too. You have other company. You have some company there where, you know, some things I do, you know, I just say, I agree with you. It want me more public.
And you what now? You see, those people are establishing accountability, you know. But we need the British Empire to be accountable.
Yeah.
You understand? We need them to be accountable.
King George.
And you know, I was watching something the other day, and when they were saying the people who have killed the most people in the world, and them compare them to Genghis Khan.
All right, I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play it for you, yeah?
Eh?
I'm going to play it for you. The thing we are talking about, I'm going to play it for you.
Yeah.
People countries that kill the most people in the world, I'm going to play it for you. But
I know, man. I know, you know what the number one is.
I have to take a break. Yeah, all right. The countries that kill the most people, we have play it for him and play it for those who don't hear or those who don't know. So listen to this.
Countries that killed the most people in history. You won't believe who's at number 1. Number 10, Japan. World War II invasions in Nanjing killed 10 to 20 million. Number 9, Ottoman Empire. Wars and genocides, 15 million plus. Number 8, Mongols. Wiped out cities, 30 to 40 million. Number 7, France. Colonial brutality, 40 to 50 million. Number 6, Nazi Germany. War plus Holocaust, 50 to 55 million. Number 5, Russia, USSR. Wars, purges, famines, 50 to 60 million. Number 4, Qing Dynasty. Rebellions, famines, 60 to 80 million. Number 3, USA. Native genocide plus wars, 60 to 80 million. Number 2, Mao's China. Policies and purges, 70 to 100 million. Number 1, British Empire. Colonialism and famines killed 100 million plus Indians. Total 150 million plus. Empires didn't rise. They slaughtered their way to power.
Balancing the truth and the controversy.
Number 10, Japan. World War II invasions in Nanjing killed 10 to 20 million. Number 9, Ottoman Empire. Wars and genocides, 15 million plus. Number 8, Mongols. Wiped out cities, 30 to 40 million. Number 7, France. Colonial brutality, 40 to 50 million. Number 6, Nazi Germany. War plus Holocaust, 50 to 55 million. Number 5, Russia, USSR. Wars, purges, famines, 50 to 60 million. Number 4, Qing Dynasty. Rebellions, famines, 60 to 80 million. Number 3, USA. Native genocide plus wars, 60 to 80 million. Number 2, Mao's China. Policies and purges, 70 to 100 million. Number 1, British Empire. Colonialism and famines killed 100 million plus Indians. Total 150 million plus. Empires didn't rise. They slaughtered their way to power.
So, England, the British Empire, kill more people upon earth than any other country. You hear the man say? I have no reason not to believe him. May I tell you, how we feel it, how we tell you about it.
And cocaine money. For centuries, the Vatican stood as the world's moral authority, but behind closed doors, a shocking operation was unfolding. Archbishop Paul Marcinkus had turned the holy institution into a criminal empire. He used diplomatic pouches to smuggle cash across borders without inspection, created fake accounts under saint names, and disguised drug money as religious donations. Mafia bosses made fake pilgrimages to personally deliver millions in cocaine proceeds directly to Vatican City. Italian investigators discovered that Vatican accounts contained more drug money than actual charity funds. When journalist Roberto Calvi threatened to expose everything, he was found hanging from London's Blackfriars Bridge. His pockets were stuffed with bricks and $15,000 in cash. The mafia had silenced him permanently. Meanwhile, Marcinkus fled to Vatican City, hiding behind diplomatic immunity. The world's holiest place had become the epicenter of organized crime's financial network. Sacred walls protected the dirtiest money on earth.
That was 1982. 1982. That was happening. Listen.
Did you know the Catholic Church gave the green light to kidnap, rape, and butcher millions of black people? In 1452, kings into property and called it God's will. That document lit the fuse.
Balancing peace.
You're not going to hear it nowhere else, on no radio station. Yes, here we go.
Did you know that in 1492, the Pope built secret tunnels to visit his mistresses while preaching celibacy? Pope Alexander VI, also known as Rodrigo Borgia, completed construction of a hidden underground passage connecting the Vatican directly.
Hey, you know, say, my mother used to talk about Borgia, and we go a movie already, you know, and see these things that manifest in front of her. And as a little youth, I mean, I talk about the way we reach teenager yet, you know. Because I watch it as a movie. Sure, well, I mean, I tell you, I remember a movie named Beckett, you know, Richard Burton. Beckett, Thomas Beckett. Them kill him right in front of, what them call it, the altar in the church, the Roman Catholic Church, right in front of the altar. Thomas Beckett. Now when I see them things in a movie, but I watch it as a movie. I grow up and I read certain, I realize that is European history. Yeah, European history. Like this one, you know. Borgia, yes.
Did you know that in 1492, the Pope built secret tunnels to visit his mistresses while preaching celibacy? Pope Alexander VI, also known as Rodrigo Borgia, completed construction of a hidden underground passage connecting the Vatican directly to his lover's palace. The head of the Catholic Church was openly maintaining multiple women while demanding priests remain celibate. Borgia used papal funds to build elaborate tunnels, secret chambers, and hidden doorways throughout Rome. He appointed his own illegitimate children to high church positions and conducted wild parties in the Sistine Chapel itself. The corruption reached shocking levels as entire sections of the Vatican were converted into private pleasure quarters. Then rival cardinals decided to conduct a surprise inspection of the papal chambers. They discovered the tunnel system and found the Pope emerging from underground wearing civilian clothes instead of his robes. The horror was complete when they realized the extent of his double life. This single discovery sparked outrage across Europe and gave Martin Luther the ammunition he needed to justify breaking from Rome forever. The Protestant Reformation began with one pope's secret tunnels.
And as you know, Martin Luther, not Martin Luther King, you know, Martin Luther that break away from Rome and start the Protestant church, Martin Luther. This is the man who declares, say, no, we're not with the Pope, you know. Henry VIII is also one who break away from the church too. But him break away for a different reason. Because the Pope never want him divorce. Them know that the divorce business. And him break away to a farm and become the Anglican Church, the Church of England, the Anglican Church. And up to since Queen Elizabeth. It's a weird thing. Up to since Queen Elizabeth, no member of the royal family no member of the royal family could marry somebody outside of the Anglican Church, especially the Roman Catholic Church. Not about Queen Elizabeth. Up to Queen Elizabeth time, I think she stopped it. The idea of not marrying outside of the Anglican Church. Yes, that is where we can know these things. We must know because them put out the thing like them is the epitome of righteousness and them have a direct telephone line to God. The Pope, telephone line to God, which we know say not no go so, but them have to believe that. Yes, Hail.
Hail Mutabaruka.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, I just tuned in, so I want to say the police them are kill the youth them innocently. I mean, I don't know if I'm innocent or what, but how that go? How the accountability of that go? When you kill a youth and everything, and you put out a story, and then all of a sudden, then the truth come out, and a certain go. Who get in trouble for that? You know?
The person who fired
I don't understand that.
But you know, when them call it the commission where investigate police.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, them investigate police. Him is very annoyed at it, that it's unprecedented that so much man are dead now from police killing.
It's a joke, man. And the society agree with it too, and it's because they don't understand what it means.
Hold on. What do you mean the society agree with it? With society agree?
I think a lot of the people in Jamaica, because them claims that them fed up of the youth, them a kill off the people, them wanted and a kill off people, them agrees that the police have to kill off the youth them. You know, but you can't agree with that.
Body camera. Can help to lessen that probability. Can lessen it. Body camera. Government attack. I hear the chief of police attack about, well, you know, we get some camera, but we have to put the camera this, that, and the amount of camera. Hey, watch your man. Them can't get the camera.
One innocent life is too much life.
Them can't get the camera, Rasta. Them have money to get the camera.
Yeah, and you know, you can't, because like me said before, you know, me and Trinity do an interview with you, you know, and me say, every time I see them thing that come back to me, you know, Trinity say, what happened to when a neighbor see you, I do that when you never want to see them. You know, I'm going to kill the neighbor too. And, you know, so them thing they just, you know, it's coming in a way, man. But you see the other thing, you know, she said Trump win the Nobel Prize same way.
You mean when the girl gave it, the woman gave it?
Yeah, but you know, so the whole thing is that whole really them people that make themselves be irrelevant.
Him know with it. The woman is a champion, you know.
Yeah, I know. but she's not American. She's a Venezuelan.
Yeah, but she not give him it. She just say dedicated to him.
She dedicated to it. But you know, see, it's a playbook. It's a play, you know. Because them going is either them are kill Nicolas Maduro, analyze Nicolas Maduro, or
China back him.
But how much am I going to back him?
Oh, you mean how much?
How much am I going to back him?
Oh, you mean how much am I going to back him?
We will see.
Watch out. Yeah, China said Taiwan after them own, and every day America talk about them about start it.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna start war with China.
But these people have a thing where them calling a Monroe Doctrine, you know.
Yeah, well, Monroe Doctrine.
So this world is a place where I run up under some crazy thing, and you know, we as African people now understand what it is. And every skin teeth we think is a laugh. You know, and like my people in my surrounding say, if you are going to make a man or a set of people control what you think is beauty and you will live up to that standard, what you think is God, deity and whatever, savior business, and you will live up to them expectations, you're in a problem.
Of course.
You're in a problem. We have to figure out to own. You know what I mean?
Destiny.
Have to figure out to own.
Every man have to decide his own destiny.
Yeah. And then when them talk about integration and them thing, you have to know you're integrating a man system. You have to know where you do. You have to come with. You have to have things where mean something to. You know what I mean? You can't just tick on everything with them have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's why the girl them are wind up on them the internet, so you know. You know, so one of everything is by design. And until we figure that out, we're always in a problem. So, you know, I just like that. Big up yourself, you know, Motor, Fireball, Bristol, Starry, Larky, Spratt, big up yourself, you know. Because, you know, I one love, all these Kingston. Big up Motor.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to play for hours. I'm going to play it again. I will never play it yet. I'm going to play it. You better play it again.
One of the most scandalous popes in history was Rodrigo Borgia. He rose to the top through bribery and political deals.
We play it already, but we're going to play it again.
One of the most scandalous popes in history was Rodrigo Borgia. He rose to the top through bribery and political deals, and in 1492 took the seat of St. Peter as Alexander VI, while Rome openly whispered that he had bought the papal crown with cardinal votes. Instead of a spiritual leader, the city got a ruler who turned the Vatican into a center of luxury, intrigue, and scandal. He didn't even try to hide his vice and greed. He indulged in mistresses and lavish banquets, and with Vanozza Catanei, he had children whom he openly acknowledged. His son Cesare and daughter Lucrezia became remembered for murders and political conspiracies. Rodrigo used the church to strengthen his family's power, handing out cardinal titles to relatives, arranging marriages, and taking part in endless plots. His lavish feasts became legendary, especially the infamous Banquet of Chestnuts, a debauched orgy in the Vatican, where prostitutes, according to chroniclers, crawled naked to gather chestnuts scattered on the floor, while guests watched and gambled on who would sleep with whom. He died in 1503, and his name became a symbol of corruption and decadence within the church.
Yes. Listen, man, you know, I hear them thing and nowhere else. You know, because it really amazes how me I come hear them something I know. And I'm a mother, me usually hear them thing they with. I'm a mother, I don't know, black power advocate. She never rebellious like me. But one of the reasons why I realize that she don't really like church and them something there is because of where them thing I'm here she tell me about, them good thing and me I talk about, before me a teenager, me hear my mother talk about them something, you know. So when me find all them clips, you know, me was say, what? Me gone back to my mother era now. Yeah, me gone back to my mother era because me used to hear she tell me about these things what you read. Because she don't know nothing about Africa. Up here European history she know. And trust me man, she could have teach European history and show you the dark side of Europe. Anyway, we'll take a break and come forward. Yes. Yeah. Speak.
Yes, Muta. Good night, Muta, and the rest of the part of the world and Jamaica.
Good night, sir.
Yeah. Muta.
Yes, sir.
This camera thing, you see?
The body camera them, yeah.
Yes. You know what? The politician them hide it, you know. I'm go find one file and give you the person number that anybody can get it. You have camera. It's small as an ears ring can put in your ears.
Yeah.
Yes. And camera is small enough, like a button, the point like a button on a camera.
I know, but what you say about them? What you say about them?
I go see me find the file and I call back on the time and give the file number where people can get them camera, you know?
You have one?
Motor. And everything if you talk.
No, just tell me.
As me I say.
You know, you tell me to get camera. Me ask if you have one. Well, I mean, and everything. If you have one, you don't have one. If me need have
yeah,
a
me have
like
camera. Me have cameras.
No, you have one of the camera them what you talk about. Me have cameras too, you know, I have camera in my phone.
Yes, as me as a motor, as me as a no, me
no,
get
wait
the
a
file.
minute, we're not going no further now. If
Yeah.
you have one. The camera where you tell people must go get. You have one?
Yes, me have one. That's why me say me I go get the file.
Yeah.
Call one night, give you what they hear. People can't hear. Get the number and send for them thing when they want it.
Which part?
All
How
right.
you get it through Amazon?
Yeah, man. All right. Good answer now.
No, you take
People-
too long for answer, you know, like you try to make up something.
No, me not make up nothing as me say. Me I go dig up the file.
Oh, no, wait, no, man.
Hold on.
You have to
Yeah.
dig up file.
What?
You say you have
What?
one, right? You say you have one.
Yeah.
All right, you have one. May I ask you know, or you come by, you go Alibaba, you go Amazon, which one, or you get it. Not
All
about
right.
the file now. Just tell me how you get it.
All right. You have to send feet of foreign, you know.
Yeah, me know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who you send to? Who you send to feed?
As me say now, me have to go dig up the file now and
So
then
you don't
give you the
remember how you
name.
get it?
Hold on, no, sir. Give you the name, number, and everything. You understand? You know, look at feet things like, but you come in for me, no, me get one time finish.
Me
the
come
feet
in by
together.
you, are you call me now? Me come in by you, are you call me?
Yeah. I was
Yes,
looking up
me
for the
come in
file,
by you.
but I never get to locate it. But I say, me go locate it, and then now, me go
You
call
call
back
me
for your
back before the
program.
night down. You call me before the night down.
No. As me say, no, me go call back to program. Sometime,
All right, which
And
one you
people-
go locate it? Let me say me can find it. Upon your phone, computer.
yeah, they put my phone, but me and to one no
All right.
file, you know.
All right, tell me
Yeah.
the file now. Tell me where the file, where we must look for it. Me I look for it. Me have a phone in front of me.
No, me not have it, but do have a name you know. Boss man. You understand? But me will not give you an interview, give everybody an interview. Huh?
I'm Muta my name.
Yeah. Yeah, so me will give everybody an interview that they will look out when they get it. You understand? Because camera there for everybody. You understand?
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
I just ask you if you have one.
Me not be using one and me not have the button one.
Which
You
one you
understand?
have? Which one you have? The one on your phone.
Both me up on the phone too. But
No,
and
which one
everything
you
that
have outside of the phone? Which one you have?
But I don't want to talk everything about my privacy.
How was this man, man? We're not talking them because a private thing you talk about. But you don't
Yeah,
have to
but you
look
say no.
at the phone and a private,
My part of
Me never ask your name, you know. Me never ask your
surveillance, you understand? Me not really want to talk certain about my surveillance, you understand? Alright, as I say now, I go on my system.
No, like
Look up
when
for
you
the-
have to tell me, the system where you have to go
By
for
the
your-
next program
so
to
you have to
come.
go for your computer and find out, right?
Yeah.
And you have no idea where When me look for, if you tell me, you can't tell me.
Me no want to say none of them go give you no wrong one. No, so me have it straight and me I give it. You understand?
All right, sir. All right.
Yes, as me I say, is there something we have to ask some girls now?
Yeah.
They have in them camera in their ears or so upon them because you have no earring ties pipe to, you know.
Yeah, you
You
can't
understand? Or something like that. Yeah. That's too much like it's a go on rasta.
Yeah, but it have to connect to something else, you know.
All right, when you get your brochure, you will know what to do. You understand?
No, me I tell you, say, it have to connect to something else.
Yes, that's what I say. When you get the brochure, you will know what to do.
Over the camera and see what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have one of that, right?
More as me say, I don't want to reveal certain things about myself. Eh?
Your camera no work that way there. Where you can rewind and see.
Yeah, man, they play back, you know, see it, you understand? Yes. You type in the month, the year and play back. But it has to connect to the system. Yeah.
All right, sir.
So, see, police, government now want to give us camera, but people can't get them camera for buy to put on them. You pick me, them people no can't get camera put on them and nobody know.
No.
Yeah.
Every country have police with camera upon them. So you mean say if the government supposed to have camera upon the police, and at this modern time when they talk about AI and all them something there, them supposed to have the camera.
Yeah.
Don't put it upon the government, don't put it upon the people them now to go buy camera. I mean that is good. To go get a camera, yes. That you can have your button and all them something there, but the government supposed to provide the police force with camera. We now make them escape out of that, you know.
We are talking about the civilian now where he had them camera upon them. You understand?
No, me not say no, but me just say we now go now turn it upon the civilian them now, so they must go buy camera. Me talk say the police they must have camera. Police must have camera upon them. Simple.
Yes, but in this age of technology now, motor, we can't depend on the government alone. So
I
get what you said, motor. I get what you said.
They may not get what you said too. So they will have no more argument. They will get what you say. All right.
All right. Another time then, sir.
Yes, sir. Blessed man.
Cool.
Okay. Here we go.
Do you understand?
I speak your language.
Good. Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
Better than what?
Good. Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
No, it's not yours. It's the U.S. government's.
Did they buy it?
No.
Did they trade for it?
It's not like that.
Then how can they own it? He has a point.
If you accept our offer, you won't have to hunt buffalo anymore or roam if you will just submit to living on a reservation.
We need nothing from you.
No, I will have a problem in this country. But the confines say the people are the problem, motor. Yeah, man, because you know, how we come see it, years we see it. No representative, guy or girl, can go into the house of representative, go represent the people unless the people put them there. So the people being abused dearly, and the people them not take heed. Them still putting on orange and them still putting on green and them still supporting PNP and JLP same way. So where the politicians them to do? Because if you are going like a fool, so what you want? You see that
every 5 years or after every 5 years, these people is not working for you, is not with you, and not supporting you. And you're still voting for them. No. The people feel it. You understand? The people feel it, brother.
When them feel it, what happen now? What that mean?
Well, anything happen to them. Well, anything happen to them are just so.
Okay.
The police, I hear you mention a thing a while ago, in this body who investigate the police. The whole of them want to fling away. The whole of that, the organization, the whole of them, commissioner of police, go right up to who investigate the police. The whole of them want to in a rubbish and light. These people are wicked people. And as I said before, the people of the country see what go on and still a vote for them same way. So, no. I read a book about Taki, was taken from the west coast of Africa, brought to Jamaica as a slave. He was a chief in his tribe. What Taki do? Taki start the rebellion. We not take this no more from no white guy, no colonial boy. Taki call a meeting with couple of them on the book say, and him start the rebellion. We're not going no further with the brethren. Them people are going too bad. Taki take action and what come out of it. Taki take action. These people are fool Muta. These people are going on what they call it, kill the city up here and them. Them are going on one road where them now go come back and them still are going on the same way. So make them go on down there, the road of destruction.
So you feel if them gone, you have to stand up straight?
Well, the good suffer with the bad, you know. Don't go and know, say, me no, look here, I only want to know, say, me and a lot of people, few of us, because majority always gone wrong and I do wrong, you know. Majority of the population is always saying wrong and doing wrong. Now, minority is saying right and doing right. And when the majority do what them to do and judgment come, then the minority are going to feel it same way. But the only thing, the minority are going to say, you know, we never take part in that. You understand? Yeah, man, the people in gone, Virgin, so sometimes it not even make sense to talk. You see, the police brutality and the police killing, it not even make sense to talk about it. Yes, you have to talk, you know. I agree, you know. Your voice must be heard, but
you know, when you talk, you know, when you talk, somebody would go hear and it will pinch them. You know, feel so?
Yeah, but a long time we talk. A long time we talk.
What do you mean? Then a long time? Yeah, but it's not long. A long time I talk, but it's not long.
Why, Muta? A long time you talk, but Muta, you know, say, hold on, Muta, you know, a long time you talk some logic. Years, me I listen to you, you know, I talk some things, you know.
30 years.
Me I listen to you, I talk some things, you know, brethren. And the people still not take heed in the fire.
And you feel I should have stopped now then?
Well, boy, it come like a waste of time, man.
Who for time? My time now waste.
You understand me? You know,
my time now waste, brethren.
Yeah.
Where you laugh at?
Boy, believe you me. No, me not say your time, you know, with the people,
They know me attack with a 30 years me attack, and you would say, it don't make no sense. Cause waste of time. Me say, I'm me attack, and me no see myself a waste time.
Okay, I understand the part.
Yeah,
I understand the part.
One cocoa full basket, and until me gone off of there, that's what me go talk. And when me I go say, because I've got in front of me, you know, phone and video and this and that, it will last continuously. Because when my teacher tell me about Marcus Garvey, which is him son, which is him father, me just a little youth, yet still now me come and recognize that and pass that on. And me have picked now, when me pass it on to and people who listen, I pass it on. Me no feel say Marcus Garvey is a talk in vain. Me no feel so.
Yeah.
You know, so only the dumb and for the talkative, really. You know, it is good that you can.
The time on Irie FM.
Blessed, yeah? The art of war. We really appreciate how the people them find it in a them art to really sit down and lay down and listen to this program here. Them was a man in here and still get up and go work or get up and go into the field. And we really appreciate the one them who are work right now and cutting edge keep them awake. We are talking about the security, the dressmaker, the tailor, the shoemaker, you know, and just people who decide say them have to listen. We give thanks for that. Yeah. And we know the break is a problem all the while still, but as so it go, we have to just live with it. Like no, break time.
I want you to see it for what it really was. They didn't just work people hard, they worked them to death. And they planned for it. Literally budgeted how many years they'd get out of an enslaved African. 5, maybe 7. That was it. They treated black lives like disposable machinery. When you died, they just brought someone else. Because that was cheaper than feeding you better or treating you like a human being. And the work itself, it was a nightmare. Cutting cane wasn't just field work. It meant hacking through short stalks that tore your skin apart. No gloves, no shoes, all day under the sun. If you slowed down, you were whipped. And when harvest came, there was no break. Sugar mills ran around the clock. People worked 18, 20 hours straight, feeding cane into giant rollers that didn't stop for screams. If you got caught in it, it would tear you apart. And they didn't shut the mill down. They would just clean it up enough to keep going. And then there was a boiling house. Open vats of scalding syrup, blinding steam, heat that could cook you alive if you slipped. You want to know why so many died? Because that entire process was built to kill. It wasn't a flow, it was the business model. And the owners knew it. They bragged in letters about how cheap Africans were compared to their profits. They wrote in account books how many they'd need to replace each year. This wasn't hidden, it was standard. Everyone involved knew that every spoon of sugar was bought with black blood. And it didn't just happen in the Caribbean, it happened here, too. Same lethal work, same swamps filled with disease, same death rates because they wanted the same profits. And they got them. That's why the slave trade was so massive. Because sugar plantations killed so many people, they needed a constant supply. It was cheaper to buy new lives than preserve the ones that they had. That's the level of cruelty that we're talking about here. And even when they stopped importing Africans, they forced enslaved women to have child after child after child, sold those children away. They just turned forced reproduction into another profit stream because the system will always find a way to keep going. This wasn't just a tragedy, it was a plan. An entire economy built on crushing human beings until there was nothing left but profit. Call it what it was. Deliberate, calculated, industrial death. And that blood is still in the sugar. It's still in the wealth. Still in the foundation of what they built. I'm not here to make anyone comfortable. I'm here to tell the truth. Because silence is complicity. We can't continue to let them rewrite the narrative.
The Church of England once owned a sugar plantation on Barbados that profited it about £5 million a year in today's money. They purchased slaves from West Africa and subjected them to inhuman treatment, including having the word society branded on their chests with a hot iron to show that they were the property of the church. Previous Archbishop of Canterbury actually chaired the meetings approving the purchase of more slaves for the plantation. They were needed because so many had died as a result of their inhuman treatment. The church also enslaved children as workers too. The wealth the church enjoys today and its ownership of vast parts of the land and real estate of England and its prestige is because of this shameful blood money from the past. The Catholic Church and many of the popes were no better, abusing the innocent and forcing them into slavery. People often trust religion, religious people, and the church. They shouldn't. It has little, if anything, to do with God or Jesus. It is a human system spawned, controlled, and dominated by men. It is responsible for atrocities throughout history, even up to our present day.
Have you ever heard of the Zong Massacre? It was the deliberate killing of over 130 slaves by throwing them overboard into the ocean. But what's even worse is why they did it. No, that is... The Zong was the name of a British slave ship traveling across the Atlantic carrying 442 African slaves, way over their capacity because they were trying to maximize on their profitability. Things took a turn for the worse when the captain miscalculated. The route was going to take longer than they originally anticipated. So now supplies are running low. To make matters worse, the slaves were starting to get sick. So instead of arriving at the port and losing money because of having weak and sick slaves, the captain decided it would be better to throw the slaves overboard because drowned slaves could be claimed on your insurance, but sick or dead ones would be worthless. So over the course of several days, the crew chained, gagged, and threw at least 122 men, women, and children into the ocean. Husbands, wives, children, babies. But another 10 jumped into the ocean on their own, choosing suicide over being murdered or being slaves. Can't even imagine. The Zong ship reached its destination and filed an insurance claim for lost cargo. They wanted money for the people that they murdered. And the case actually went to court. But not over the murder of all these people, but for the insurance claim itself. The court found that the insurance company was liable for the damages because as enslaved people, they were the same as any other cargo.
37, Winston Churchill said of the Palestinians, I quote, "I do not agree that the dog in a manger has the final right to the manger, even though he may have lain there for a very long time. I do not admit that right. I do not admit, for instance, that a great wrong has been done to the Red Indians of America or the black people of Australia. I do not admit that a wrong has been done to these people by the fact that..."
No. What a thing. We'll continue the journey, you know. Yeah, we'll continue the journey because when we hear all them tongue something there, Winston Churchill she talk about, you know, she quote, you know, and she write it, you know. She quote something what Winston Churchill say.
37, Winston Churchill said of the Palestinians, I quote, "I do not agree that the dog in a manger has the final right to the manger, even though he may have lain there for a very long time. I do not admit that right. I do..."
One Uptown TV. Yo, enough there, me I represent.